Hello, everyone. Today is the 20th of September. I'm looking forward to our class today. We're going to be working to release some of the muscles on the outside of the calf. So if you have a tennis ball, have it nearby. If you don't have a tennis ball, no big deal. I'll show you how to do it with your fingers. So to start, we're going to do a breathing exercise. Sit up either in your chair or on a pillow or on the floor. I prefer that you're elevated on the floor, maybe about 10 centimeters above the floor so that your legs can hang freely. Lift your chest, open your shoulders, and lift the chin. Close your eyes for a moment and simply take some deep, slow breaths in and out through the nose. And as you do these breaths, we're going to set our tongue in home position. So home position means the tongue is curved. You can feel the palate inside the mouth with the tongue. And the tip of the tongue is touching the back of the teeth. Relax your jaw. There should be a small space between your back teeth when your jaw is relaxed. And the tongue grows to take all the space in the mouth. Now, keeping the tongue in this position, open your eyes. And we're going to do a breath where we count. We'll hold the breath, and then we'll breathe out counting. So we're going to start with a count of 4, and we'll all do it together. So begin now breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do it again and I'll snap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep going. Breathing in, I'll snap. Hold the breath. I won't snap. Breathing out, I'll snap. Breathing back in. 4. Hold the breath. Breathing out. Breathing in again. Hold the breath. Breathing out. Now we'll breathe in for 6. Hold the breath. Breathing out for 6. Breathing in for 6. Hold the breath. Breathing out for 6. Excellent. Breathe in for 8. Slow it down. Hold. Breathing out for 8. And again, breathe in. Hold. Breathing out. Control it. Last round, breathe in for 8. Hold. Breathing out for 8. And relax and breathe normally, in and out. Relaxing normally. Let your tongue remain in home position as you breathe. Notice how you're feeling just now. Any sensations in your body. If you have any thoughts, let them go. Let them come and go. See if you can allow the thoughts to come and go without holding on to anything. And gently open your eyes. Good. Let's turn our heads from side to side. Turn first to the right and then to the left. And again to the right and left. Keep it going, turning right and left. Let the neck begin to warm up and you can feel the muscles of the neck. See if you can keep your shoulders stable, facing forward without moving the shoulders. Then bring your head back to center and we lower the chin to the chest, down and up. This is nodding, and it's both of these movements really help to stimulate the nervous system and especially the connection to the vestibular system, which is responsible for our balance. It's also responsible for movement in space. Very good to get this warmed up before we start our class. One more time, chin down and up, and bring your head to a neutral position. Let's bring our hands together, clasp the hands and push the palms skyward. Lift up through the chest and the back, so the sides of the body, front and back. Take another deep breath in, breathe out, lean to your right. Breathing in, rise back up. And breathe out, lean to your left. Good. Breathing in, rise back up. Breathing out to the right. Yes. Breathing in, rise. Breathing out to the left. Breathing in, rising. One more time each side. Breathing out to your right. Beautiful. Rise back up. And breathe out to your left. Excellent. Come back to center. Palms together. Bring the thumbs into the upper back. Push your head gently against your forearms. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Get a little stretch through the shoulders, armpits. Feel the chest opening up and raise the arms up to the sky. Hands come down in front of the heart center. Very nice. If you have a tennis ball, please take it now. We're going to come to sitting onto the mat. You can use a block or a pillow if you wish. So, sitting on your mat, if you have the tennis ball, I'd like you to take your right leg, and you're going to start with the tennis ball on the outside of the right leg. The knee is down, and the tennis ball is just on the outside. You're going to take your opposite hand and begin pressing down into the tennis ball. You're going to press your leg down. So, sort of gentle pressure against the ball. If you do not have a tennis ball, take your hand and your two hands with the fingers, and you'll press inwards just below the knee. Now, these are the perennial muscles, okay, which go along the bone, which is called the fibula bone. And oftentimes we don't realize it, but we get very big tension in those muscles, especially if we walk or if we jog. And of course, sitting for long periods of time can also create tension in those muscles. Take the tennis ball and move it down towards the center. Doing these kinds of self-massages can help release those trigger points or those tension points that are built up into those muscles and into the fascia. Again, if you don't have a tennis ball, move your fingers down and you'll just press inwards, okay? And also just kind of judge by your sensations, what you're feeling, how hard you're going to press in. And then we'll move down one more time. You don't want to hit the bone because the bone starts to stick out on the outer part of the ankle here. You still want to work with the muscle fascia. And you press down gently. You can support yourself with your other hand as you press down and into the ball. Good. Same thing if you don't have the ball. Remember, you're going to be using your fingers to press in at that spot. Okay. Take the ball out. Now we're going to lift the toes of the foot. I want you to grab around the knee and let your foot go from side to side like a windshield wiper. Okay, good. This creates a little bit more mobility, a little bit more stretch, and it creates more mobility in the knee as well. You can probably feel the muscles contracting and stretching here. Good. Excellent. And we'll change legs now. So left leg, and the ball will be on the outside of the calf, and start very close to the knee, and we'll just press down into the ball. Pressing down and also regulating just how much pressure. And of course, just a reminder, if you don't have the ball, you have your fingers. Use all 4 fingers and press into those muscles. The top part, it's quite nice muscle mass there that you can work with. All right, and then we'll move the ball down to some of the middle of the perennial muscles. And again, you'll press down into the ball, just gentle pulsing pressures. And you may feel that there is more tension in one leg than the other. It's a possibility. Just be aware, notice what's going on. Typically, if you feel more tension, that might be the leg that's creating some problems for you, or the knee that might be creating some problems. So just listen to it, maybe back off if there's pain. But if you do feel pain there, you want to help to release that pain with some self-massage. And let's move the ball down closer to the ankle. You don't have to be at the bony part, but still where there's a lot of muscle tissue. And again, press down or use your fingers. Good. And now let's take the ball and place it to the side. Lift your toes, grab around the knee, and now move the foot from side to side. And you'll feel the muscles working here. They contract as you move the leg over, and then when you move it back again, there's a little bit of a stretch going on. Good mobilization for the knee, this creating rotation with the tibia. Always pay attention if there's pain. Please back off the movement. Good. One more time each side. Excellent. Let's bring the legs to one side. If you're working on a block, place the block to the side. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And let's start warming up. So this is going to feel good if you're feeling a bit chilled. Take a deep breath in, curl the spine, looking skyward, and breathe out, rounding, look to your belly button. Breathing in, curling, and breathing out, rounding. So as you breathe, remember, we want to keep the tongue in home position. Breathe in and out through the nose. And look for some good mobility in the back, the hips, the shoulders, the neck. One more round, curling and rounding. Coming back to a flat back, lift your chin, stretch your right leg behind you, and let's just do some pulsing into the heel. So very gentle pulsing back and forth. Feel the stretch through the calf, perhaps the Achilles tendon, and even into the bottom of the foot. And then from here, let's raise the leg, make a circle with the foot, and change the direction of the circle. Then raise the leg, toe pointed as high as possible, lift your chin as well, breathing in, then we'll breathe out, bring the nose and the knee towards each other. Breathing in, we'll raise the leg, raise the head, breathing out, knee and nose towards each other. And again, breathing in, head and leg raise, good, breathing out, knee and nose. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the leg up, just raise the head. Raise your leg up behind you with the knee bent. And let's draw a circle, bringing the knee towards the elbow and down, back behind you, towards the elbow and down. One more time, behind you, towards the elbow and down. And relax the knee onto the floor. Lift the palms of your hands just to release any tension built up in the wrists and the fingers and in the palms. And then bring the palms back down. Good job. Let's stretch our left leg behind us, toes tucked under, and we'll pulse gently and slowly into the calf and the Achilles tendon. Chin is lifted, so we press back and forth. The breath is slow in and out through the nose. Taking your time, going back and forth. Good job. One more time. Then we'll raise the leg. Draw a circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Now pointing the toes, lift your chin. Raise the leg a little higher, deep breath in. Breathe out, knee and nose come towards each other. Breathing in, raise the leg. Breathing out, knee and nose come towards each other. Keep the arms straight. Breathing in. Breathing out, knee and nose. Now this time, just raise the knee behind you, keep the knee bent, and we bring the knee around towards the left elbow and then down. So it's like a half circle. Lifting, left elbow and down. 3 more times. Lift, around, and down. Once more. Reset the knee down. Lift the palms of your hands. Fingertips touch the floor. This is to release tension in the palms, wrists, and arms. Bring your hands back down. And walk your knees back about 10 centimeters. So your hands are in front of you. We're going to curve the spine. This is engaging the muscles of the back. Lift the glutes up, lift the chin. Feel like your shoulders are spreading wide away from the neck. From here, lift up your right palm and push your rib cage to the right. Let your head go to the left shoulder. And we'll bring it back down. Lift up your left palm. The fingertips are on the floor. Head goes to the right shoulder. Push your ribs to the left. Come back to center. Same thing. Push the ribs to the right. Coming back. Left palm comes up. Push your ribs to the left. Coming back. One more time each side. Push the ribs out. Coming back. Last one. Now curving the spine nicely. Let's let the hips bounce back and forwards. Back and forwards. Keep the glutes lifted. Keep your chin lifted. Feel a long stretch through the belly. Keeping the hips back, tuck your toes under, and raise the knees, getting into a crouching cat position. So now your eyes are looking between your hands. Your hips are lifting. The backs of the legs are firing, they're engaged. And we'll bounce back and forth. As you bounce back, knees open. Turn your knees to the right, turn your toes to the right, and we'll bounce again, down and up. So you can get your hips going back towards your heels. And we'll change, knees and toes to the left, and bounce, the hips go towards the heels. Turn back forward, begin stepping forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Bring your feet nicely at hip width, bend your knees low. Lengthen your chest forward, come up more onto your fingertips, and then lift the hands until you get them onto your thighs, just above your knees. Open the shoulders, let the hips go back nicely, lengthen out the belly, a long, strong belly, lift the chin, and then lift the chest even more as you raise your arms in front of you. You can curl the fingers if you wish, or stretch the fingers. Lift and open the chest. You're going to feel big engagements through the back. That's normal. Sink down a little bit more. Arms go up. Release, bring the arms down. And again, sink back a little bit more. Release. 3 more times. Down and up. Down, stretch the arms and up. That's it. Once more. Down. Come all the way up to standing and release. Have your legs long, lightly bent at the knees. Have your arms completely straight by your sides. Chest is lifted. Hips are back. They're more back than they are tucked. Please avoid tucking the hips. Keep the hips back. Chin is lifted, shoulders wide. Hands come to your heart center. And let's get ready to move even more. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms and stretch skyward. Breathe out. You can bring your elbows to your knees before touching the floor. Step your feet back into a plank position. Lift your head and we're going to hold here. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Open your hands. Lift your feet if you have a very hard floor, so you're off your kneecaps. Do 1 push-up. Move all the way down. Bring your hands back in. Point your toes and lengthening your legs. Rise to a little cobra position. Bring your chest back down. Push up onto the knees. Tucking your toes under. Take either crouching cat or downward facing dog, whichever is good for you. Tilting the hips up, lift your chin. If you're in down dog, be sure the knees are slightly bent. Let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right leg out to the side as if you're going to touch the knee to the shoulder. Bring it back up behind you, and then begin stepping gently forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Knees bend low. Hands to your thighs, lift the chest, raise the arms by the ears for a chair position, and rise all the way to standing, opening the arms by your sides. Arms are straight to contract the tricep muscles. Hands to your heart center, and we go again. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, elbow and knees come towards each other, hands to the floor. Stepping back, take a plank position. Hold it here. 3, head is lifted. Hips are lifted. 2, 2, 1. Lower the knees. You can lift the feet if you wish. Open your hands and do 1 push-up. Moving all the way down. Pointing your toes, bring your hands back in. Do a little cobra position. Bring your chest down. Push up onto the hands and knees. And taking a down dog or a crouching cat. Lifting the hips up, lift your head as well. Raise your left leg up, the knee stays bent. Bring it out to the left shoulder if possible. Back up behind you. and begin stepping it forward till you reach the front edge of your mat, knees bent, hands to the thighs, raise the chest, arms by your ears, and then all the way up to standing. Bring your arms by your sides, arms are stretched straight. And let's do it again, hands to the heart center. Deep breath in, rise up, let me have a look. Elbows come to knees as you fold forward. Beautiful. Step back to a plank position. Well done, everyone. Holding the plank. 3. Yes, 2. Excellent, Agnieszka. 1. Bring the knees down, open your hands. Everyone do 1 push-up. Good, moving all the way down. Bring the hands back in. Rise up to a little cobra. Beautiful. Bring your chest back down and push back to a downward facing dog or a crouching cat. Knees are slightly bent. Raise your right leg up. Bring it to the right shoulder. Good, Christian. Back up behind you. Now begin stepping it forward. You don't have to swing it all the way forward. Just start stepping forward. Hands to your thighs. Support your back as you rise to a chair. Arms by your ears. Good job. Yes. Hold it there, everyone, now for 3. Good, Maggie. Sink down a little bit lower. 2. Yes. 1. All the way up to standing. Excellent, Gitel. Good, Claire. Hands by your sides, arms straight, and then hands to the heart center. Going again. Deep breath in. Rise up. Elbows to knees. Go right down into that plank position. Beautiful. Hold it here, everyone. Lift your head. Yes, lift the head. 3, 2, good job. 1, bring the knees down, get yourself into a push-up position and go for it. 1 push-up, down and up. Yes, all the way down. Point your toes, rising up to a cobra, pushing back to down dog. Right leg lifts up behind you. Get yourself in a good position, then the knee to the shoulder. Right knee, right shoulder. Yes, back up again. And then just gently start stepping forward, little steps. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Good. Bend your knees low, hands to the thighs, rise to a chair. Good. Hold the chair now. 3, hips down low. 2, get that back working as well. 1, good jobs. Up to standing, arms by your sides. Reason why the arms are straightening out, we want to fire those triceps, everyone. Hands to your heart center. And go again, deep breath in, rise up, breathe out, elbows to knees, good job. And then all the way back into a plank position, please. Yes. 1 push-up, opening the hands, you go into 1 push-up. Perfect. All the way down now, rise up to a cobra position. Good. And then pushing back to down dog or crouching cat. The left leg rises. Bring it to the shoulder. Very good. Bring it back. Perfect. And then step it forward, gently stepping forward until you come into that chair position. Hands to your thighs, lifting up to chair. Yes. Hold the chair, please. Hold the chair. 3. Perfect. 2, 1, all the way up to standing, everyone. Okay, good. We're going to add on to this. Arms come by your sides. Make sure you fire those triceps and completely straighten the arms. I notice with age, as we get older, we start to bend the arms all the time and we never straighten them out again. So we need to get those muscles working to straighten them out. Hands to your heart center. Let's go. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. Elbows to knees, coming all the way down, stepping back to a plank position. Now you can hold here, or you can come with me, right hand to left shoulder. 3, left hand to right. 2, right hand to left. 1, bring your knees down, lift your feet, open your hands. 1 push-up. All the way down, pointing your toes, hands under the shoulders, rise to cobra. And push back, down dog or crouching cat, whichever one you wish. Raise your right leg behind you.
Bring the right leg to the right shoulder. Bring it back out behind you. Now listen carefully. I want you to step your foot halfway to your hands, just halfway. Back heel bends. Walk your hands back, getting into a lunging type position. Set your hands on your front thigh to lift your chest. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Clasp the hands together, except the index and the thumb. When we sink down, we're going to raise the arms. When we come back up, we bring them back in front of us. So let's try that out. Sink down towards the back heel like you're going to sit. And then back in front. Raise the arms again, sinking. Back in front, 2 more times. Sinking. Back in front. Sinking. Back in front. Hands come to your hips. Step your left foot forward, sinking down into a chair position. Raise your arms by your ears. Hold it. 3. Hips way back. 2. 1. Come to standing. Arms straight by your sides. Take a little step forward. And hands come to your heart center. Good. Deep breath in. Let's rise up. Breathing out. Elbows to knees. Stepping back. Plank position. This time, your left hand, right shoulder. 3. Or you can stay. 2. And 1. Bring your knees down, feet up. Open your hands. 1 push-up. All the way down. Pointing your toes, hands under the shoulders, rise to a cobra. Push back, downward facing dog or crouching cat. Lift your left knee up. Left knee to the left shoulder. Back up behind you. Step it halfway to your hands, halfway. Walk your hands back. Hands to the front thigh, lifting up the chest. Reach your arms in front of you, clasping the fingers. When we sink down towards the back heel, raise your arms by your ears and bring it back. 4 more times. Let's go. 4. 3. Strong work for the legs and the hips. 2. 1. Stepping your right foot forward. Release your hands and raise your arms by your ears. Hold it. 3. Hips back. Belly long. 2. 1. Arms straighten. Step forward. Hands to your heart center. Now we're going to add on some fun stuff to that. Let's keep going, everyone. Deep breath in, rise. Breathing out, elbows to knees. Stepping back to the plank position. You can hold in plank or you come with me. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right, right hand to left. Knees come down. Lift your feet, open your hands. You could do 1, 2, or 3 push-ups, however many you wish. All the way down, point the toes, rise to cobra, push back, down dog or crouching cat. Right leg lifts up, comes to the shoulder, back again up, step it halfway forward, walk your hands back to the thigh, lift the chest, arms in front. Sink down, raise the arms, sinking back to your back heel. So this is a bowspring lunge. You don't want to go straight down. You want to press the hips back. 2 more. Last 1. Stepping forward, raise the arms, hold in chair. 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms down. Now you could step forward or you could come with me. Straighten the arms and you hop both feet forward to the front edge of your mat, hands to your heart center. Good. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, elbows to knees. Stepping back to plank. Left hand, right shoulder. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Lift your feet, open your hands. 1, 2, or 3 push-ups. Do however many you wish. All the way down. Point your toes. Hands come back in into cobra.
Chest comes down, up into crouching cat or down dog. Left leg comes up behind you, to the left. Keep the hips up and back. Back behind you. Step the foot halfway up the mat, hands to your thighs, lifting the chest. Arms in front, hips go back towards the heel. Lifting the arms, 5, 4. This really gets the femur bone into the hip socket. 2, 1 more. Bring your arms by your ears and step forward into chair. Holding 3, 2, 1. Your arms come down, knees stay bent. You can just step forward or you jump. Hands to your heart center. 1 more round each side. Let's go. Deep breath in, rise up. Elbows to knees, go right down. Let me have a look. Good. Step back to plank. Good, I see you guys are getting warm. Right hand, left shoulder. 3, change it. 2, change it. 1, bring your knees down, open your hands. You can take some push-ups, 1, 2, or 3 push-ups, however many you wish. Good job. All the way down. And when you're ready, take a cobra. Excellent. Down dog or crouching cat. Good. Ooh, I love it. Right leg comes up, knee is bent. Make sure your hips are up and back. It's going to protect the hips that way. Bring the knee to the right shoulder and then back up behind you. Yes. Now step it halfway up the mat. Bring your hands back to rise up carefully for your back, arms out in front of you. Excellent, Gitel. Here we go into those lunges. Go down 3, arms go up. The hips go back, back, back towards your heel. Good. I lied, they're not 3, there are 5. So you have 2 more. Down you go, yes. 1 more. Excellent. Now carefully step that foot forward, come into a chair. Holding the chair, sink down. Yes, knees apart. Good, Maggie. Sinking down, holding. 3, beautiful. Really good, Agnieszka. 2, excellent, Christian. 1, bring your arms down by your sides. Arms are straight, keep the knees bent. Now either you step forward or you jump. Woohoo, hands to your heart center, straighten the legs, deep breath in, last round. Breathing out, elbows to knees, going all the way down and into the plank position. Beautiful. Left hand now, right shoulder, if you wish. Otherwise, you stay in plank. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring the knees down, open your hands. 1 push-up or even 3 push-ups if you wish. Do as many as you feel comfortable with. Beautiful. And after, coming all the way down and into cobra, down dog or crouching cat. Left leg goes up behind you to the left shoulder. Yes, back up behind you. Step it halfway forward. Beautiful. Use your hands on your thighs. It's important for the back and the hips. Arms out in front of you. Good. Do that little lunge position. Hips go right back to the back heel and then coming back up 5 times total. 4. Good. 3. Yes. Super. 2, 1. Excellent. Step it all forward. Take the chair position, arms apart this time to straighten the elbows completely. All of this work for the legs is excellent on what we just did in the beginning with the massage of the perennial muscles. Good. Arms by your sides now. Keep the knees bent, and you can either step or jump it forward. Excellent. Hands to your heart center and release. Good job, everyone. Very nice. Here we are with the hands at the heart center. Let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Now notice that the knee points more upwards than outwards. Okay, so lift the knee upwards. Once you lift the knees, it sinks the hips back, gets the femur bones into the hip socket, and engages the gluteal muscles, which is what we need to stay strong, keep our hips safe and healthy. Raise the arms now in a V position, and it's diagonal up towards the sky. Sink down a little bit more. Get into that left leg and the strength and power you're creating. Lift your chin. 3, 2, 1. Release it, straightening the leg. Bring the foot back down. Good job, everyone. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. The knees lift so that the hips can sink back. You should feel that. If the knee's out to the side, the hip can't sink back. You're going to lift it up. Sinking back. Raising your arms, rise them up to a diagonal. You can make 2 little fists if you want. These are the seed hands, or you can stretch your fingers. Sink down lower, let the hips go back. Feel the strength of the right leg. 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down and we release. Hands come to your hips. I'm going to face you so you can see. Bend your right knee again and bring it 45 degrees out to the side. So if you were to bring it all the way out to the side, that would be 90 degrees from front to side. You want 45. Okay? This is called the bonsai tree. Either the foot can stay at the ankle, or it comes up a little higher than the knee, or as high as possible on the inner thigh. Still at 45 degrees. The standing leg remains slightly bent. Arms rise up in a V over the shoulders. Elbows straighten, lift the chest, lift your chin, holding here. Focusing the eyes on one point. Tongue in home position. Relax the face, staying calm. And bring your arms down, lower the foot. Other side, 45 degrees from the frontward facing line. You can lift the leg if you wish. Be sure you're not pressing against the knee. You want the heel higher than the kneecap, or you go all the way up to the inner thigh. 45 degrees from the front ankle. Arms up, lift the chest, lift the eyes. Relax your face, your jaw, and your tongue. Holding and breathing. Arms come back down, and the foot comes gently to the floor. Reset yourself at your front edge of your mat. Feet at hip width, hands to your heart center now. Let's take a deep breath in and rise. Elbows come to knees. Stepping back to another plank position. If it's too much in plank, you could lower your knees down. If you can stay in the plank, hold it here, set your gaze forward. And we're breathing and holding for at least 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds. 5 more breaths, nice and slow. Stay with it. Good job. Lower the knees down. Gently lower your belly to the floor. Bring your hands underneath your forehead and relax. Let your hips go from side to side to really let go. Good job, everyone. Wonderful. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders. We're going to raise the arms in a V position. Raise your head, chest, arms. And if it's okay for your low back, raise your legs as well. Take some deep, slow breaths here. This is excellent back work. It's working the entire back chain of the body. Make sure you don't have tension that builds up in the neck. If you do, lower your head. Another 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Open your knees, everyone, and sink back into child's pose. Place your forehead down if you wish. You can also turn the palms of your hands to the sky. Just take some deep, slow breaths, letting go here. Lift up your head, look forward, bring your palms down, come up onto the hands and knees, and step your knees forward, swinging the legs to one side. Let's come to a seated position. Grab behind your thighs, lifting your chest. Let's lift the legs in front of us and hold it here. See if you can keep the chest lifted, head lifted. There should be curve in your low back. Now, if everything feels fine and you have no issue in your low back, reach your arms out in front of you and hold. Set your gaze at one point. Keep lifting the chest away from the hips. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands behind the thighs, feet come down, right down onto your back. 3 different bridge poses. First one, walk your feet away from you, heels into the floor, toes up. Raise the hips for hamstring bridge. Feel your feet pulling towards your hips. Release your neck, your throat, and your jaw, and let's hold here. Bring the hips down. Walk your feet in towards you. Open your knees, soles of the feet together, knees wide, like a butterfly position. This is frog bridge. Press the soles of your feet together and raise your hips up again. Now here we're going to do pulsing because this is going to be working all the gluteal muscles and the structures of the hips and the legs. So little pulses, pulse up, 10, 9, squeeze tightly, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hips back down. Lift your knees back up and set your feet as wide as your hips or maybe wider. This time, elbows into the ground, fingers spread wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades to lift the chest and lift the hips up. Now we can hold here if you wish, or if you like to take full bridge, set your hands to either side of your head, come to the crown of your head and all the way up into full bridge. Or if you want to go farther, bring your feet in and you can raise your right knee up, then bring it back down. Lift your left knee up, bring it back down. Keep breathing, and whichever position or exercise you've chosen, keep going. You lift one leg at a time. This is called the marching bridge. We have one more each side. Last one. Okay. Everyone come back into the natural half bridge pose. If you're in full bridge, come down to half bridge. And from half bridge, arms over the head, reach behind you and bring the back down one vertebra at a time, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Once the back is all the way onto the floor, separate your feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to fall to the right. Reach your left arm farther behind you. Breathing deeply and slowly. Lift your left knee first, right knee follows.
And the knees go to your left, reaching your right arm far behind you. Raise your right knee first, left knee follows. Now lift both legs up and you can grab behind your thighs or at your ankles, or if possible at the bottoms of your feet. And just rest here in happy baby pose for a moment. Releasing this, bring your feet back down to the floor. Let's raise the right leg up. Grab behind the leg, either at the thigh or the calf, and pull the leg down into the floor. Your back should curve. When you pull it down, it gets locked into the hip socket in its perfect position. Make a nice circle with your foot, changing the direction of the circle. Flex the foot well. Straighten the leg as much as possible to find the stretch down the back of the leg. Keep pulling the leg downwards towards the floor in this direction, downwards. And if you want to increase the stretch, you pull the leg towards you, but avoid rounding your low back. Keep that space between your low back and the floor. From here, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. The knees point up and towards your shoulders. Grab around your legs. See if you can get a stretch, focusing on the outside of the hip and the glute. Avoiding any rounding of your low back. Keep the back curved. Once you curve the low back, you're going to feel the increase of the stretch in the hip. Now bring your left foot down. Keep your legs crossed. We'll do a closed twist. We'll let the knees go to the left. Reach your right arm out to the side so you can feel the pectoral muscle. I like to place my left hand just below my rib cage on the belly so I can feel my breath and I can feel the diaphragm working with my breath. Uncross your legs. Raise your right knee first, left knee follows. And we'll do the other side. Stretch your left leg to the sky. Grab behind the leg and pull downwards with the leg so the leg locks right into the hip socket. Circling the foot, releasing any tension in the ankle. My ankle starts to crack here, so you may also feel tension releasing. Changing the circle. Flex your foot, straighten your leg as much as possible, keeping curve in the low back. If you need to, get the leg towards you to feel more stretch, but you shouldn't have to go very far. If you keep your back curved, you're going to get more of a beneficial stretch down the back of the leg. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh and a closed twist. Let your knees go to the right. Turn your head to the left, left arm out to the side to stretch the pectoral. Bring your right hand just below your rib cage to feel the breath of your diaphragm. And we'll uncross the legs rolling back onto the back. Bring the soles of your feet together now. See if you can grab your legs. If you can only grab your knees, that's fine. Pull them wide. If you can grab the ankles, pull the feet towards you. If you can grab the feet, pull the feet towards the chest and feel how the knees open and a stretch of the inner thighs. If possible, keep your low back lightly curved. Releasing all of this, knees together. Lift your head, nose between the knees. Lowering the head down. Let's stretch one leg at a time onto the mat. Place your hands once again at your belly, just below the ribs. And take some deep breaths in and out and feel that region just below the ribs rise and fall.
And as you practice this breath, allow your hands and your feet to completely relax and let go. Relax your arms, your legs. Relax the hips and the shoulders. Relax the low back and the tummy. The upper back and the chest. Relax your neck, your throat, jaw. Be sure the tongue remains relaxed in home position. Allow your face to become completely smooth and relaxed. And as you're resting here, think this phrase: I am completely relaxed. I am completely relaxed. I am completely relaxed. Begin now to gently move your fingers and your toes, remaining relaxed. We can move in a relaxed manner. Moving your arms and your legs. Raise your arms over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. Then gently lift your knees up to your chest and squeeze your knees against your chest. Good. Rocking from side to side to release any tension in the back. Roll to your right hand side, right arm underneath the right ear, and then push down into the floor. This is the best way to get up from the side. Push down and rise to a seated position. Beautiful. Very good, everyone. Excellent. Let's rub our hands together now. Warm them up, heat them up, get some energy in the hands. Bring your hands over your face. Gently tap around your eyes and shake out. One more time, let's rub our hands together. Hands come over the face and gently tap around the eyes. Shake out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Namaste. Thank you.